Yo, what's going on, people? What's going on? Welcome to United View. So apologies for being a little bit late. Listen, what we do here on United View, we've got to get straight into it. But we've got a new show for you, lot, a new format with the gang. Do you know what I mean? The Sunday squad, if you want to call it that. But it's called The Long View. We're going to be doing this show on Sundays to kind of wrap up what's happened. When we've got a game on the Sundays, obviously it'll be moved accordingly, probably to the Mondays or whatever. We'll sort that out. But we thought it would be great to kick off with the full squad here on the United View. And everyone in the comments was saying, before we get to Owen, before we get to DJ, and obviously, of course, before we get to KG, they knew the reason why the show was late. They just knew. And look, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. But first of all, exactly, there you go, down there. But before we kick on with the show and everyone has their say and stuff, I said it on Twitter and I just want to say it again now the guys are here and you guys are all locked in. Big up to all the guys you see here in your screens in front of you guys, DJ, Owen, KG, because it's been a real quick turnaround here at United View. I've been trying to get this thing off the ground and you guys are building a great community. And yesterday, KG's absolutely killed it with the match viewing. Yeah, the match viewing. He's absolutely killed it with some mishaps, which was absolutely dope. Owen came through, absolutely killed it with the live match reaction. And in the weeks and games and days, leading up to the first game, DJ's been coming in and killing it as well. So my team, from me to you lot, just wanted to big all of you lot up, man. And everyone in the comments as well, man. The floor's anyone's. What are you lot saying? Talk to me.
First of all, can everyone hear me, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, cool. First thing I definitely want to say is City in the mud, bruv. Sit down, City. They're not the competition, bruv. I love it. I'm a happy Man United fan right now. I'm looking at the state of the league. Obviously, it's very early, but how nice was it to see City like lose like that? And then after Souness was talking, because we'll get into Souness.
Don't.
Souness was talking.
I've already got a migraine about him earlier today, honestly.
I can't. He said he's just talking about Pogba saying he cost 100 million. It's as expected. He doesn't cost 100 million. I don't know how they've inflated his price. It's from nowhere, and it's like I expect those kind of performances. Well, if that's the expectation of 100 million man, Grealish was playing today, not a one assist. So exactly. What we saying now? What we talking about?
Didn't do nothing as well. Didn't do nothing. He's just on the floor. So that's it was beautiful. It's poetic almost. But I don't know why I'm starting with bad vibes. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, isn't it? Why are you coming with this bad energy?
I just wanted to let man know.
It's the equipment. It's the equipment. Let's put him this way. He's twisted.
100%. Gutam says, man, what a weekend this has been. It couldn't have ended better. 100%. And Kevin says, KG, don't touch anything. I'm 21 in 22. If you know, you know.
Broken. It's still
KG's
broken.
a bit down at the moment. The soundboard is in need of some repair, but we will get there. Don't worry. We will have it back. Don't worry.
Be fixed.
And Ebro says, be honest, KG, how many times you watched back the game yesterday and part of the View family? Shut up, Graham Souness. 100%. I've watched Match of the Day 3 times.
I watched Match of the Day. I watched it on YouTube. You know, when you just watch different breakdowns. I even watched the game from a Leeds perspective. You know, from the Leeds, like a Leeds fan vlog.
Yeah,
beautiful. But anyway, enough of me, man.
Yeah. Owen, we'll come to you first, and then we'll come over to DJ and chop it up. Title of the show, Pogba and Bruno crucial. Talks from Fabrizio Romano saying that basically it's as you were. Manchester United have always wanted to be keeping hold of Paul Pogba, and the conversations are continuing. Regardless of the PSG Messi situation, it was always Man United's intention to keep hold of Paul Pogba, which we know, and those conversations with Mino Raiola are continuing. Let me just swap you around because it's annoying me just with the logo. There we go. What Paul Pogba's performance yesterday, first of all, and just in general, our chances of keeping him and the link up with Bruno and how important he can be for us, man.
It was obviously yesterday. Paul Pogba was something else tremendous. I mean, talking like the thing is, I know some people were saying like, oh, he's playing like a guy that he's trying to go for a contract. Paul Pogba, he can ask his price when it comes to a contract. He wasn't playing yesterday like, oh yeah, I'm trying to play for a contract. I mean, if he said tomorrow I'm going to stay, they'd give him a contract. What he was playing like yesterday was a player that's world class. I mean, Graham Souness can talk about what he wants to talk about. 4 assists is a record for a Manchester United player in one game, in what is a derby game as well. So Graham Souness can start talking about, oh, you expect it from a £100 million player. No, you expect it from a world-class player, which Paul Pogba is.
So that would have been a bomb right there. That would have been a bomb.
Exactly.
I would have pressed it so bad.
But no, he was obviously he was tremendous. He was tremendous. And the fact that Bruno Fernandes scored a hat trick yesterday, and we kind of almost overlook it because Pogba was that good. Yeah. So that goes to show how great Pogba was yesterday. And I'm done with this whole, the problem is with Bruno and Pogba, they can't play together. Oh, they're professional footballers. They're world-class players at the end of the day. If they can't play together, then obviously there's something wrong. And obviously you can see it's not just on the pitch. Off the pitch, they're posting pictures together and saying about how happy they are. Bruno's got the match ball strapped in.
Aren't they? They're really
exactly.
kind of pushing that as well. Like, I know it's easy when you win, but they are really kind of getting behind that look at us two kind of thing.
Exactly. And I think overall, the positive thing is, we won 5-1 yesterday. That was nowhere near our strongest starting 11. Nowhere near. I mean, we said it. How many times did we say it here on the channel over the course of the last few weeks? Don't go crazy at the starting 11. Don't go crazy. It's not going to be full strength. There's probably going to be McFred. There's going to be Lindelof, all that kind of stuff. Lindelof's behind me tonight, by the way, brick wall. But everyone was saying that, there's going to be, it's not going to be the strongest 11. And what happened? It gets put out. Oh my God. Ollie, what are you doing? You're crazy. Are you?
Yeah.
McFred, Lindelof again. It's the same as last year. And it's kind of like, yeah.
Oh,
let's go. Yes.
That wasn't even the sample. That was just KG. Actually, just that good at the effects.
I love it. I mean, United Fan TV said, well, hold on, let me get these super chats done. I'm going to come to DJ. Addy Chris says, Pep and his Cone Man Spanish Lego set. Get out of here. I don't know if you got the get out of here.
Let's go.
Please get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
There was a willing donation in the chat. United Fan TV says, KG, I will let you borrow my soundboard, but we're good. Bill,
you know what? I was
Bill, sorry, one sec. Bill Irigo says, we are scoring goals for fun, and the Sikhs are back in Old Trafford. If you know, big up the Sikh family, the legendary Sikh family. They are back. It's a sign, KG 21 is coming. I'm not in positivity. And Harish says, KG, don't worry, we want full delusion energy. Super chat here from Selection says, Grealish wasn't that bad, to be fair. Great win for United, but it's against Leeds, a team who is known for a lot of chances being created against them. True. Pogba, very strong. Won't ever see him get 4 in a game again, though. Why? Selection.
That's a challenge. He's laying it down.
Owen got me gassed. As soon as Owen was talking and he was waxing lyrical, I was like, I need to fix that because this is bombable content. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, listen.
100%. DJ, coming to you. I'm not going to hot DJ up too much, but I am. I've got receipts, I've got receipts in my WhatsApp, of DJ going mad with the team selection. I've got receipts in it. Yeah. But like I said to a lot of people when I was doing the interviews after the game, a lot of people were kind of umming and ahhing and whatever about the team selection. DJ, we spoke about that team as well. You've been part of the conversations of not going mad when the first team selection comes through. First team selection comes in, DJ's lost his shit.
Listen,
but what are you saying, man?
Man, first thing I want to say is it's good to have everyone, all of us here. Yeah, first things first. Good to have all of us here. United View family in full effect. And I'm not gonna lie, Flex, as you said, like I went mad. I was texting Flex frantically, like, McFred, what's going on? I jumped straight off the cliff. Yeah, I lost all composure. I started sweating. I couldn't believe it. But you want to know something? The boys proved me wrong, man. Them boys proved me wrong. They ran all afternoon, and to be fair, the win it was a romanticized win, and we mentioned it off air, like the Varane coming in on the pitch. United set everything up perfectly. Varane was the starter. The match was the 3-course meal, and the dessert was obviously the assist and the hat trick. Like United did their thing. I'm just so happy.
That bombs today, bro. People don't
bro. He's right. He again when you break it down though, and let's be honest. Let's all be honest here. There's a couple people watching. What was your reaction? I know Flex. Obviously, Flex is gonna be. It's a Flex reaction here. Oh my god!
No, stop! No, stop! Because you know why you chatting shit. Because you know why you chatting shit. It's not just a Flex reaction. It was a Flex-ism because for weeks I knew what was gonna happen. Yeah, I'm saying I know certain players ain't ready. Weren't we saying it, Owen? Certain players ain't ready. You know what's gonna happen. Dan James would have to start. And listen, I think
we knew that.
We knew. But even the McTominay Fred thing, I just knew there was going to be Ollie doing an Ollie team sheet, and we have to just fall back and let's just chill. Just chill. Even and then the team sheet dropped. I looked on my Twitter, outside the thing, and I was cutting it fine. Like I missed the Varane unveiling. Long story. I was so annoyed. But I literally got into my seat as the players were kind of lining up when the Premier League song plays. And even when I was kind of got to the stadium, I just had a little quick look at the team sheet on the way up hour before. And I was in the car and people were just going off online, going off. And I was just like, everyone just chill. I knew this would happen. No one rates me. No one said, we were saying let's just chill. Like, no, everyone was like, this is the same as last year. We ain't got no new players. McTominay and Fred are shit. Oh my God. And I was just like, let's just taking it all in. And look what happened.
Owen, so what was you saying then? Like,
I felt like a SWAT negotiator. I was trying to like calm people down. So I'm going, guys, don't worry about it. We've got players to come in. We knew this was going to be the case. And people responded to me going, yeah, but McFred. I went, no, don't worry about McFred last year. Played quite well last year. Wait until halftime. Wait until 90 minutes. No, but McFred. And now it's 5-1. Nobody's talking about McFred. Everyone's saying how great McTominay was. Fred scored. Fred scored.
Fred scored, and KG said we're going to win the league because Fred scored. You're a fool.
Wait. And he doubted himself. He's like, am I in the mud? Yeah, I am.
I went through a lot of emotions. When Fred scored, I said to myself, how has this happened? Like, it was one of them moments where it's like Fred doesn't score, and I was arguing with Flex the other day. I was like, Fred can't shoot, and from nowhere, Fred scores. Come on, guys. I told you it feels different. That is to me a feeling different. Fred is scoring. We're winning the league.
That's his thing as well. He hit that confidently as well. He hit that like he hits that like he scores 10 goals a season or whatever. Like, he hit that so confidently. First time, bottom of the corner of the net. Like literally, beautiful. Like I was thinking, what?
It was big. It was big.
Go on.
Sorry, just quickly. Rashane says, my guy KG told Flex it feels different. Don't sleep on KG analogy this season. Hashtag it feels different. It's one game, guys. Let's just chill. It's one game.
It's the real flex.
Feels different. Relegated.
And Kevin says, listen, let's I'm gonna talk. This is the next topic, right? Kevin says, don't forget that McTominay stopped Bamford from scoring as Lindy stood there. Lindy stood there watching. Imagine what the score would have been with Jaden starting. Right. Okay. Let's chop big super chat there, Kevin. There's two things I want to get you guys talking about. And just quickly before I do that, another super chat. Aluni says, watching from San Diego, California. I was so mad when I saw that lineup, but they proved us wrong. There you go, my bro. That's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. A lot of people had to just relax after seeing that. Super chats are flying in. Sorry. And Rafa says, big up the long view. KG bottled the first goal celebration. Loving the segment. People just absolutely loved it. And I watched it back because obviously I'm in the ground. I can't see what's going on. I trusted KG with the keys. I don't know why, but I did. And I came back and I didn't know what I was going to come back to. And then I see that when I think when Aylin scored the goal and it was 1-1, the thing froze, but you could just hear KG in the background, just as angry as we all were. I just think the things that went wrong actually made it better. Like, it just did. You know what I mean?
It's never gonna happen again, though. Like, I thought literally, I was like, I'm getting fired. I told everyone, I was like, it's over. Listen, because Flex is like, this is what happens. Off camera, Flex is like, KG, just don't do nothing stupid. he always has a conversation. He's like, then he calls me after the game before he's going. So how did it go? And I was like,
he was even asking the people watching. He's going like, if he asks, say it was really good. Like he wasn't going to see it.
Like, I'm not going to see it. Yeah,
no, I won't bother. Everyone said it was fine. I won't watch it.
It's mad, but let's get into this though. I really want to get into this football thing because there's a lot to discuss. The one person I felt bad for yesterday was Donny van der Beek. I thought as Flex.
Read out that super chat there. There's a super chat just there, KG.
There you go. Is Donny van der Beek's United career over? Give us Ahmad, big up. Don't know, Eagle Eye Football, wicked guy. And let's get into that. We saw something the other day, and that McTominay with Fred. Now, I'm not a big fan of Fred, even though he got the goal. I think, you know what, I can see what he can offer, but I'm not overexcited by Fred. If we're gonna take a player out, for me, it will be Fred. But now here's the issue. Pogba on the left-hand side, it's different. Pogba free, yeah. Pogba free roam. A free roaming Pogba is because Pogba was picking up all sorts of positions. So now you say to yourself, well, how do you make that change? What do you do to actually accommodate for Donny van der Beek? Because we still want to see Martial. Martial doesn't start because I don't think he's fit.
Yeah,
that's probably the reason why he's not starting. And now you're seeing what Greenwood's offering as the striker, and that goal, out of all the goals that I scored, that was the best goal.
It's the hardest goal.
It was the hardest goal.
Hardest, like it was in motion as well. That's a very, very good goal. So now you say to yourself, well, surely he plays there. You know, you bring in Martial, Pogba plays next to what, McSauce? What happens to Donny? What is Donny's future looking like? I don't know. And that's this is the issue. I don't know what you lot think about this, but is there real space? Obviously, it's a long season, but I'm talking about starting space. Is there space for a player like Donny van der Beek? And we're not even talking about Rashford coming back yet.
Yeah, I don't think Donny starts, man. I think based off kind of what we've seen, I think his best position probably at the moment would be in the pivot, but McTominay, for what everyone says about him, he played really well yesterday. And I'm not going to lie, I think Donny would be selected for different types of games. So I think he's going to get his chance. I think he's going to get more games, way more games than last season. But I think it's going to have to be, depending on the type of games, maybe in Europe he'll play a bit more. But we've got a big squad in this. As you said, we're in all the competitions, so he'll get his chance.
Just before we come to Owen, 1 second, Owen. William says, positive vibes all the way, take me home. And yo, Neymar Sonny in it says, what a name. Says think Donny, like that's such a random some of these YouTube accounts are unbelievable with the names. They get so creative. Yo, Neymar Sonny in it. Like what? Yo, Neymar Sonny in it. Can you let us know? And the picture, little duckling there. Like what was I want to know what the inspiration was when you made the account. I just want to know. I just would like to know. But he or she says, think Donny plays well, or the duck says, well, I think Donny plays well with Matic behind him, a proper CDM, and Leeds ain't a game for him. I'm sure Donny will get a chance when Matic starts. So kind of like a little double act of those two, and then you got McTominay and Fred as the other two potentially. Yeah. Selection says he's back, or she's back. Says all the big teams played weak lineups first game. United have a big chance looking at their run-ins. Virtually no tough games until October. Top teams play each other. Can't get too hype. It's just 1G. I hear what you're saying. And basically saying that, you know, a lot of the bigger teams are playing against each other, and we've got a little bit of an opportunity there. But as we know with the Premier League, though, man, there's no easy games in it. It's going to be tough against Southampton next week. Tough against Wolves the week after.
No, it's not going to be tough.
Exactly.
Or it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy.
There are easy games.
And Abdar says, Joe KG, I told you United are going to win 5 and Bruno hat-trick, and you laughed at it, man. Did he say that to you?
Bro, there's a reckless fan base collective, fam. There's he's probably one of the senior citizens of the reckless. I'm building a community of people that just say mad things. Like someone
you are
Bruno.
You are. I don't like it. You are.
Someone triple captain Bruno, bro, on the first game of the season. That's the kind of energy that I'm liking to see. And that guy's now the president of Reckless Society, bro. So
yeah, 100%.
I'm here for it.
Owen, I want to open up a conversation. Yeah, let's kick it off with your thoughts. I want to have an honest. I want everybody to give me their word that they're going to be honest with this one, right? I want to have a real honest Scott McTominay conversation. Lay all the cards down, because KG, you brought this up before the season started, a couple of Flex and KG shows ago, and I think you said, Flex, I think he could be the midfielder we want him to be, you know, and we kind of discussed it then. But yesterday, he got a lot of plaudits, I thought, and maybe not even enough, because I thought he was everywhere. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. Owen, kick it off. Let's just have an open discussion about Scott McTominay and what his real role actually is, and how good or maybe not so good you think he is. Talk to me. Let's have this chat.
Well, I think first of all, you don't get like through the Man United academy being a bad football player. I think sometimes the slander against him is too much. I think, obviously there's been a couple of managers now that have trusted him.
Ooh, Sunday View, I like it.
That's a nice name, you know. Josh, if you're watching, get on it. Set the graphics
Sunday
out. The show.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm changing it as we're talking. So go. The show is now called Sunday View.
Sunday View.
Go on, carry on.
I don't think he's a bad player. I think sometimes he's been put in the wrong role. Obviously, like you said, he's everywhere yesterday. He's box to box. He's energy. I think comparing him to Darren Fletcher in my mind is just because he's Scottish. I don't think that's fair. Just show he's like Darren Fletcher, Scottish. No, but he is a similar kind of player. Yesterday, you talk about Donny. That wasn't a game for him yesterday. I don't think he suited that game. That's a high energy game with a lot of press, and I don't know if really Donny van der Beek suits that. Someone like Scott McTominay does. There's a reason every time we play Leeds, he plays really well because it suits his game. It's energy. So I think he's a solid player. I think is he the player we're looking for? I think we're looking for a defensive midfielder. I don't think that's Scott McTominay. I think he's box to box. Every time he's been box to box, he gets involved. Whether that's goals, whether that's assists, or whether it's just breaking up the play and then starting off an attack. That happened a couple of times yesterday. When the ball back, pass, Greenwood, Pogba, goal. I mean, it's literally as simple as that. So I've never been one of those people that really. There's parts of the fan base. I've seen people say that they don't even think he's a Premier League player, which I think is
ridiculous.
Outrageous.
Yeah,
which I think is outrageous.
That's disrespectful. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, but I'm not part of that. I think he's a quality player. I really do. I know people would prefer to see maybe a more showbiz name, maybe a bit more of a glamour name, someone that's like a Declan Rice. Maybe it's just because Scott McTominay doesn't have that kind of. I don't know, that kind of aura
He's just got
about
the skinhead. He ain't got no flash, nothing.
Yeah,
he's called
exactly.
McSauce, but he doesn't actually come with
Have
loads
any
of sauce.
sauce.
He's just very, he's just very plain, simple business player. Gets it done,
Exactly.
physically there. Leaves everything on the pitch. Machiavelli says Fred has more goals than City this season. #21 is coming. Our good friend Tabarez is in the chat as well. He says we supporters need to chill a little. We won 6-2 last year, but this result is perfect for the players and the boost for morale. We need to build on this. That's very calm, very level-headed, very real. I like that. People like KG need stuff like that. So we've always,
and I hate it. I was gonna press the get out of here button, but
no, you're not. No, don't ever disrespect sense. Do not ever disrespect sense. I won't let you do it. I won't let you do it. I won't. I'm the president of the Sense Society. The SS Society. The SS Society is living, and I'm the chief co-CEO chairman. And we always got new people entering, and they're allowed. Yeah, people like you can't get rid of them. Before we come to UKG, DJ, what are you saying about Scott McTominay, though, bro?
I'm not getting nowhere. I just need my charger for my laptop so it don't die.
This guy's the most unprepared. Honestly, what are you saying, DJ?
Man. So the thing with McTominay is, right, I think decent player, solid. I do think he gets a lot of unfair criticism against him. However, I think that he can only play in certain games for me, certain games. And when we go up against the creme de la creme players, he does struggle in the more technical games of football where it's very tight and you've got to keep the ball and the passing's got to be inch perfect. He's really like blood and guts, like he'll charge up the field and get the team going forward. And that's great when there's space. But when there's no space, that's when you have guys like, Donny that can look after the ball a bit better, a little bit more technically sound. He has his limits, like every player has a limits, but unless you're Messi or Ronaldo, you don't have limits. But obviously McTominay has limits. And I think if we can play him in the games that are right for him, we'll see the best of him. And I think if the games that where we think he may struggle, we then need to obviously rotate a little bit and prepare for the opposition. So all in all, I think solid performance yesterday, really impressive him. I'm not going to lie, and maybe this is going too far, so I'm probably going to take a lot of flack for this. But when he was playing yesterday, I thought, you know what, he's kind of moving a bit like a Stevie G, up and down the field, breaking up play, he's passing. And that's a big compliment. big compliment, right? But as I said, he needs to play in the games that's right for him. And that is very, very reckless.
The society doesn't even accept that one, bro.
Do me a favor, please.
Bit warm in here, isn't it?
Get out of here, man. Shit. Hey, big up to DJ. Get out of here.
Nah, flex. Simbin. He's got to go for a second.
If you got to go.
Yeah, he has to.
DJ, they voted. You got to get a Simbin for 48 seconds, man.
At least a few minutes. That's ridiculous what he did. He said it. I saw Owen go like this, and I was like, yeah, I feel that, you know.
Let me read these super chats. Nathaniel says, could we ever see McTominay and Donny? Hashtag 21 is coming. Your name are Sunny, and it says, I think McTominay would be a great big game player for us. Games where we have space to exploit against the park bus. We lack a Neves type passive midfielder. So that goes against DJ's Gerard thing. Abdul says there's a different feeling at United. Hashtag KG bomb. And the next super chat is from
DJ. Let me back in.
It's gone. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. DJ's back. DJ.
He needed to get Sinbin. That was
I'm calm now. I've cooled down. Do you
know what we've just done though?
Let's put me back.
Yeah. Let's go back to where we was. What I will say is what we have just introduced as well. I think we're making up the house rules as we go along, and I like it. The show's now called Sunday View, and we've introduced the Sinbin. I think the Sinbin's very important.
Wait, but
KG's got residency. KG, he's paying rent in there.
I think that I should be given leniency, even though it's a sin bin.
You should.
It's because obviously it's expected, but what DJ just did here, I looked at him for the wise comment, yeah, and because we're still trying to work out who's who in the four of us, right? Like, who's the responsible one?
Wait there. Sorry. Someone in the comments. I have to just put this out, and I'm going to get back to these. Hold on. Let me just hold this one here. There's so many comments flying in. What a show, by the way, guys. We've got 1,600 people watching, which is absolutely crazy.
Let's go.
That is sick. Maxime says McTominay will attain maturity this year. I agree. We don't have to buy another CM or a CDM. We have a young, old, fast, slow, defensive, offensive, and players. We have young, old, fast, slow, defensive, offensive, and players. Hashtag 21 and 21. We don't have to buy another central midfielder or CDM. We have young, old.
You want to say
we have young, old, fast, and slow defense. We've got everything. Right. Okay. All right. Fair enough. This one here from Brandon said, DJ totally reckless. He's riding a roller coaster without putting the bar down, bruv.
Hey,
it's dangerous.
I'm not going to talk about
Wayne,
Go on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you was probably. I'll need to hear some stories about you if you've been at Old Towers this week. Jesus. And Wayne says, I said before, guys, to you both, how is Rice, Phillips, Neves, etc. clear of McSauce? He can do the job with Varane, who will push the team up the pitch. Let me have my McTominay say, yeah. When I was saying,
apology.
When you look and people were laughing at me,
I want an apology from you, bro. Because you were talking about, bruv, don't try and
you're a dickhead. No,
don't try. Because I watched your fan view.
I gave McTominay slander. McTominay slander.
No, I'm saying that
What do you want an apology for then?
I want an apology because before the season started, I was like,
I
think McTominay can be that guy. Yeah.
I didn't laugh.
No, you was like, nah, he can't do this. I'm not sure. And yes, that did happen, bro. So when I watched it the other day,
you said he could be a defensive midfielder out and out holding. That's what you said. That's what you said. That's what you said. And I said I'm not too sure of that. What we saw from McTominay yesterday was not a holding midfielder masterclass. It was a McTominay masterclass in terms of what he does. Box to box, doing everything.
McTominay done everything. I'm going to quickly go on. I'm going to quickly say what McTominay did. McTominay played. McTominay's had no games. Yeah. He walked into that match. And this is the one thing about a player. He can be trusted. When you talk about Donny van der Beek getting hench, McTominay must look at that and say, I actually got hench though. Like I went gym.
He's been.
Remember what McTominay looked like before? He's been getting he's dench. The guy stepped onto the pitch and the manager says, you got a job. I know you ain't played no football. Go do your thing. Breaking up things. Like literally setting off attacks. The guy was all over the pitch. And I don't think that the Leeds players could deal with it. And this is what I'm saying. So now I keep thinking to myself, is he the next? When I said it, and I saw all the comments in the chat when I was talking about McTominay, people was like, he's dead, he's this, allow it, KG, don't know what you're talking about. You're doing a KG again. But you, man, understand McTominay can be developed into what we want to see. If he's got the responsibility, he can be. If he's got the responsibility, and I know some of you lot might not have liked what Ollie had to say, but I think Ollie saw it in that match. He said, if a player comes in, he comes in, but I'm happy with what I got. That was Ollie's words. Do you know what I mean? And why? Because he's looking at the guy and saying, he can be trusted. He will stick to his position, and we will play differently this year. We're not sticking down the left-hand side. We're going to play. We can, if we want to play it hard on the right, we can play it on the right. If we want to go direct over the top, we can do that. And we've got two incredible players in Bruno and Pogba. McTominay is the linchpin. Let's go.
Right. Tabara says KG giving out season ratings after one match for McTominay. Right. Here's my thing with McTominay. Yeah. This is how I see McTominay. It's very easy for me how I see it. He's a player that possesses a lot of attributes that in certain type of games are the absolute perfect attributes to have. In high energy, high tempo games where there's a lot of space against someone like Leeds, which he proved in two different types of games we had against Leeds. One was against like on the counter, which was the first game we had against them at Old Trafford, and he was just on it, bang, 2 quick goals. This one, we was more dominant in possession, but the physicality that's needed in that type of game to impose yourself and disturb the midfield, McTominay gives you that, as well as he has got ability on the ball. McTominay does have ability on the ball, not consistently. And when DJ says in certain types of games, nip and tuck, where you need him to have that extra bit of sprinkle dust, maybe he's not your man for that on a consistent basis in those real technical midfield battles. But in a lot of the games that we play, McTominay will be just fine. But here my thing of where people were laughing at me, when everyone's saying Declan Rice 100 million and saying how good Declan Rice is, and I said, listen, you have to look at what you have sometimes and not wish it away for something else. Yeah. Now, I was saying I just put a question to the floor, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're way off." I just said, can people answer me the question, how much better is Declan Rice than Scott McTominay? I said, getting around. How many times did I say that? I said, getting around the pitch, McTominay gives me that. Gives me a bit better than Declan Rice. In the air, McTominay, same thing. Tackles, interceptions, getting into people's faces and breaking up play. McTominay gives me that. Pretty much how Declan Rice gives it to me. On the ball, well, when there was a first-time pass that needed to be played into Paul Pogba to start the move instead of dilly-dallying on it, McTominay set it through to Pogba, clean, nice. Couple of switches of play. He's okay on the ball. I'd probably say Declan Rice consistently is a bit better than him on the ball. But in terms of the price gap for what the players offer, I'm all right with McTominay. I don't really see the need to go and get Declan Rice for 100 million when I've got McTominay sitting there. If Declan Rice was more attainable for a cheaper price, yes. But for 100 million, I'm saying McTominay can do a lot of the things Declan Rice can do in this team. Like if Declan Rice was at West Ham, I think he would do. Sorry, if McTominay was at West Ham, I think he would play how Declan Rice plays. I think he'd run around the pitch, get in people's faces, win the ball back, get people at the London Stadium going, yeah, go on, Scott. Like, yeah, he's a talisman. He runs around and do you know what I mean? So I just think that, you know, we do need better in that area on a consistent basis, like you said. But McTominay can actually give us things that at the beginning, a lot of us didn't want to really see that he had. When McTominay first burst onto the scene, my thing was under Jose, I was like, what does this kid do? Like, I'm not really sure where he kind of fits in. And I'll bring Owen in now. Like, I wasn't really sure what his niche was, like what his job is. But now I think I know what it is. I think he's developing quite well. What do you think, Owen?
I think he's a player, and I think KG said it perfectly. He's a player that if you're a coach, and sometimes in games like yesterday, all you need is a player that's going to follow exactly what you ask of him. If you've got a specific role, if it's man marking someone, if it's being box to box, if it's literally just today, I just want you to get stuck in, break up tackles, and then pass it on. I don't want you to do anything complicated. Again, people like Fletcher, people like Jason Park were exactly the types of player for this. They'll follow exactly what you ask of them, exactly what you ask. And sometimes in certain games, like yesterday, or maybe even in like a big game against a a City or a Liverpool, where you've got to have that player that's going to follow exactly what you ask of them. If it's following someone around the pitch, if it's literally just getting tackles in, you have to have a player that's going to follow exactly what you ask them to do. People like Pogba, it's been proven they don't do that. They're too flair. They're too busy being creative. People like McTominay, they are linchpins in the team because they hold it all together. And I think that's why McTominay now has played consistently under Jose and consistently under Ollie, because he listens to instruction. Like you said, he's not bad on the ball. He's got energy. He's got an engine in him. And you can guarantee if you ask him to do a job, he'll do it. And sometimes with players, especially the modern day football player, the prima donna, that's not going to happen all the time. So I think sometimes with McTominay, I think that's why he plays a lot as well. And as someone, if I was coaching a team, I'd rather have players go out there that are going to follow my instruction to the T. And I know what I'm going to get out of them. So I think that's when it comes to McTominay. When it comes to what his best role is, I would say box to box because of his energy. I don't know if he's a defensive midfielder, but because I do think he's got a goal in him. And
that's another thing. He's got a clean strike on him as well. Like
exactly. I mean, that's one against City. I want against City, like before the last game at a full house against at Old Trafford. That's a technical person that's bad on the ball can't do that. I mean, that's striking a ball from however many yards out. So I think that gets overlooked as well. So like I said, I'm not for the McTominay slander. That's not for me.
Yeah.
Abdul says, how much would McTominay be worth at another club? And Abdul also says, I'm with you on the McTominay situation, Flex. And there's another super chat here just come in. And this is from Pete. Pete says, I owe you an apology, KG. Okay. You were right about Paul Pogba. He played out of his skin. Brilliant. If he can do that every week, I'll happily eat my own words. Wow, what did Pete say? What was Pete wrong?
Remember, Pete came on. We had it back and forth, and he said, "Well done, Pete." And we
yeah.
Come on, bro. And that's a big man, fam, because stepping up, bro, and saying, you know what, I was wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I do that every week, to be honest, like, because I'm always chatting shit. But like, at least I do respect people that can own up to when, if you say something about a player and like you're just wrong about it. It's like the other day, this is so mad. I was at fight camp. I was telling I was at fight camp, and I saw Brandon Williams.
Please tell the story.
Eddie Hunt. So I'm at fight camp, Lyndon Arthur, Brandon Williams is there, and I'm like, oh damn, I've definitely wanted you to be sold. So if I talk to you, it'll be fake, innit? Like I've fully wanted you sold, like immediately. So I'm not saying hello in
it. What's you're like in like bushes, like.
See, this is where KG, right? This is where KG and Ty are different, and KG is not real because Ty, people say, oh, you wouldn't say that if you saw the Ty sees Jamie Carragher and he says what he would say. If Ty saw Troy Deeney, he say KG saw Brandon Williams, he was like, nah, I'm not even gonna say it.
I'm not gonna tell him. No, I'm not gonna go over and be like, "Yo, I want you sold from the club."
Yeah, you're an idiot. Yeah, you don't do that. Yeah, you don't.
No one does that.
Handshake. Okay, yeah, what you saw from the club.
No, it would feel fake. If I know I've done something mad, I can't be like, man,
yeah.
I don't want to do that. But then the killer is now. We're now laughing, and obviously my guy Travis that I do the boxing podcast with, he said some shit about Lyndon Arthur in it. So Lyndon's come over. And then he's talking and he goes, so who does everyone support? I'm like, yeah, I'm a Man United fan. And then he goes, Trav, who do you support? He goes, he's an Arsenal fan. He goes, Brandon, come here. Guess who he supports? Brandon goes, well, Arsenal. And we all start laughing. I couldn't believe he just started. But anyway, yeah, that happened.
So what? No, but just quickly, Brandon was laughing because he supported Arsenal.
Brandon was laughing at Travis of supporting Arsenal, and I said, that's how low the club is. When you got a youth player laughing at you for supporting your club.
when Arsenal was a punchline.
Exactly. He got Arsenal, and it was that moment where we stopped him and we just started laughing. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Do you know what I mean? But Arsenal are dead. We got +5 goal difference over them as well. Mental.
It's very mad. Can I so everyone smash the like on the video, by the way. Subscribe if you're not new. KG, can we get a bomb? We went over 65k as well, which is sick. That is sick. So the road to 100k is proper hotting up. The community is building, the love is building. Next on the agenda today that I wanted to talk about is our star boy Mason Greenwood, guys.
Oh my God.
Because we again, I don't even think there needs to be an honest conversation because I think we'll all be on the same page. But I just looked at his performance yesterday in a high energy game in a season where, especially at the beginning of this season, he needs to play up front. he needs to. Cavani's not there yet. He's not ready yet. Martial's not ready yet. Mason, we need you. And he went, you need me? Not a problem. Not a problem. And it wasn't until when you're in the ground, right? Obviously, Old Trafford is the old school stadium. We ain't got no screens in it. Yeah, it is what it is. But we got seats in it. We got 75k seats. So don't at us in it. Yeah, we don't need. Yeah, just enjoy the moment. You're only seeing the goal once. And then I was pissed because at half time and after the game, normally the TVs are on in the thing. The TVs weren't on. I don't know if they didn't pay the electric or I don't know, it's tight after COVID. We've got Varane, we've got Sancho. There was no TVs with the highlights, nothing. So anyway, it wasn't until I rewatched the goals back. I knew that Pogba's pass live when I saw it only once. I just knew the pass was insane. The guy next to me, I said, did you see that pass from Paul Pogba? The weight. And I was like, but good finish from Mason. But when I saw it back and saw actually what a good goal that was, not only the pace that he's deceptively quick, because he actually is deceptively quick. He's quite gangly and has this weird walk. He has this weird kind of, if you ever see Mason up close, guys, I know you guys obviously have, but if you ever see him up close, he's got this really weird walk and kind of hung dog expression in it. Like he doesn't look tall and big and broad and like he looks quite, I can't explain it. You have to see it to know what I mean.
I think that's changing though. I think he's put on this.
He's developing. 100%. He's getting there. But he still has these kind of like long shoulders and kind of long arms and just like a weird kind of run about him where he doesn't look fast, but he is. And he showed the pace, but the finish that was right in the corner. He takes one look up in the slow-mo to see where the keeper is and just, but I mean, him in general, DJ, as a striker, on the right, as a striker, maybe on the left, where are we seeing Mason's future? Where are we seeing him being molded into?
I think definitely down the middle as a striker, as our number one striker until the big man comes back, because literally that finish, like we're seeing seasoned strikers and centre forwards all over the world burying those type of chances and we laud them in other leagues. We're like, oh, that was an amazing finish. This kid is literally carrying the strike force at the moment. Yeah, Rashford's out, Sancho's new, Cavani's out, Martial needs to get back to fitness. This kid is literally anything. He could be anything he really wants to be. And it's quite scary that you have someone at his age right now burying chances like that, because that wasn't an easy finish. Literally, the angle was kind of against him as well. He had to go across the keeper, pull it away from the keeper. He was running at full speed as well. Like, he latched onto the pass. He got in front of the defender. He did everything that you want your centre forward to do. And he's a young boy, and he can do that on the right foot as well. So imagine, like, he's just going to be a beast. And I'm so happy that he's going to have, still Cavani for another year to learn from. I'm so happy that he's still going to have, he's going to have Sancho now to link up. I can't wait for those two to link up. Literally, I can't wait for it. Yeah. And I think his future definitely is going to be our striker. He can play right wing if we need to do some rotation, but striker for me.
Big up Sam for the contribution. Love that, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. And there's another super chat before I get to KG and then Owen. Bill Ingram says, am I the only one who thinks Greenwood has added a yard of pace? He seems quicker compared to last season, KG.
Perfect. Because that's what I want to bring up. I was thinking he can't get close to him. And I was like, I don't think of Greenwood being speed demon, you know what I mean?
Not at all. Not at all.
No. Something that because he's so technically gifted, you don't think that about him. You think, oh, he's gonna get the ball, bury it, bottom corner. That's what he's gonna do. Look up, he can shoot. Again, he is a nightmare for defenders. Left foot, right foot, however do you want it, he can do it. But what I thought was good is, again, as the hold-up play, is even that moment, you see when I think he nutmegs someone, plays
gave it to Pogba.
How clever is that play? Gives it to Pogba. Pogba misses. I'm like, oh my god, bro, you want 400k a week, fam? You got to put that away. Like, KG, relax. I've got more time. You know what I mean? But you're seeing that in Greenwood. There's bits in this game where the ball gets swung into the box. He's just not there to bury. I'm talking, turning up at the right time, toe poking it in. That part of his game, like, because then he's a full complete striker if he gets to that point. We know edge of the box. He can hit it low, wherever you want, but it's turning up and knowing where to be. That fox in the box, Filippo Inzaghi style striker. He hasn't developed that, but that's what Oli could give to him. That's Oli could develop that side of his game. I think he'll be learning under Cavani. And one thing I want to praise Oli today, actually, because what this man is putting together, what he's building is crazy. You're getting players, like you're looking at a squad and everyone wants to play. Yeah. So let's now say Cavani comes home. Yeah, Cavani comes back. He plays. He don't want to give up that spot. Now Greenwood's going to be chomping at the bit saying, I need to play, I need to play. Don't forget, there's still a Rashford waiting for his opportunity.
Rashford's going to be like a new signing when he comes back.
It's going to be mad.
It's going to feel like a new signing.
Bro, these men are going to be hungry because everyone wants to lead the line. And what happened? Martial,
same thing. When he gets back hungry again, and because he's on Martial real quick, even before the season started, everyone's saying it's make or break and it's this or that. And he's been in a few interviews saying he needs a couple of games to get up. And listen, him not starting that game should spur him on, because realistically he should have started. Ideally, because after getting 45 or a little bit longer than that against Everton, your next one is to start against Leeds, go again, try and get up to speed, because you're the main number 9. If you know, you are literally the number 9.
Yeah.
But no, I think the fact that he had to sit out and watch Mason step up and do that, then he's coming on. He's now got to get that hunger and say, boy, if I don't get myself to a level, I'm going to be behind Mason and Cavani, and I'm not going to play.
And that's what one thing you can say with these players is they want it. It's what happened.
Just quickly, now Walt says Arsenal play Chelsea and City next. They will be in the relegation after 3 games, but that's not what made me laugh. Ali Morgan said City paid 100 million for Arthur Shelby.
People are just taking a piss, bro.
Nah, that's disrespectful. Because Grealish, everyone's acting like Grealish is not good anymore. I do think people overgas him. I've said that many, many, many times. Just calm down with it.
I want them to take him as harshly as any other 100 million.
Yeah, it's funny.
Where's his 4 assists? Where's his 4 assists, Graham?
No, but do you know what's funny? He's only 100 million. He's only 100 million because Aston Villa said so. Like, Aston Villa said that price.
Buyout clause, yeah. Like, and even the CEO went, well, we didn't think they were going to pay it. And then they did. They went,
exactly. They've done the bluff. Like, the one thing I like about Aston Villa, they're a really well-run club. And their chairman came straight out. I watched that video when they were like, guys, we've sold Jack Grealish. We're just going to tell you why and what happened. And he was like, basically, when we re-signed Jack Grealish with a big contract, we inserted a clause that we thought never would get met.
It's the equivalent of having the piece of paper, sliding it across the table, going like, name your price, going like that, and they pick it up and they go, yeah, and they went, oh, okay.
They had to let him go, bro.
They thought, have it back?
100 mil.
2 more zeros.
He ain't gonna get that good. He ain't gonna no one's gonna come in for 100 mil. Like, Jack, you're good, but I think we're safe with this. It's just like the Haaland one at Dortmund. They set my man's thing at like 75 thing, and he scored about 1 billion goals, and now he's worth like 150 M's. And then look where they're going to be. So it happens, isn't it? But anyway, we're off topic. But yeah.
Yeah. No. One thing I will say though is there is a hunger in this team all over, like everywhere. You know, the fact that Donny's staying for pride as well. He said to himself, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, he wants to make it.
There's a lot of good players here. No players, you know, when you're a big fish in a small pond, like no one, it's not really rated. But if you can't get in because everyone else is good, that should push you. Now, all those players, like on the bench, how good was our bench the other day? And the fact that's what I wanted to do, praising Oli. The fact that Oli made changes earlier, he didn't wait for the late, like the 80th minute. Some of the changes, Matic 60th around that time, 70. In the 70th
when he come on as well.
There you go. What are you lot saying on that? What are you lot saying on the team that Ollie's assembled? What he's done, really?
I think this squad is getting there, you know, and you know, if we're really going to be critical of our squad, it's just maybe 2 positions. We know Cavani's going next year, so 2 positions, a CDM and a striker, and then I think, you know, we should be well within our right. We're challenging now, I think, but well within our rights to expect something. You know, I think if you're looking at Van de Beek, I think he's good for the depth. You know, I was very critical of him last season. I didn't think he played direct enough for the way we play. But, you know, I saw some early signs pre-season to suggest, actually, you know what, I think he can be quite useful. And that's if Ollie can kind of find a space for him. And yeah, you know, like you're looking at the talent, we've got a massive talent pool now, especially with, still got Ahmad and that, like, and they're on the fringes now of the first team. You know, you still got like Ahmad, and then we got the youth coming through some of them look promising. We just need to still get rid of a few men that's hanging around. Your Pereiras. No disrespect to Lingard, but Lingard's probably one of them as well. Phil Jones. We kind of need to trim the squad from those type of players, and then
Owen.
No, it's just reminded me something about Phil Jones. It's if you've seen that story about Varane saying, "Can I have number 4?" Personally asking him as well. The club
is that
asked
true,
him,
do you reckon?
I tell you what, if Raphael Varane, he has won World Cups, multiple Champions League, multiple leagues, and he calls up Phil Jones, "Can I have the number 4?" And his response is, "I've been here longer. Sorry." I mean, that is a joke.
No, but he has won I get it. He has won the league, though.
Ooh,
Yeah,
KG, don't agree with that
like
one.
a million times. Like that is like, I get it. He's got tenure, but still respects like the quality, and maybe that's just because that's the last thing he's holding on to. If he don't have a number, he's out the door. That's the last thing I've got. I've lost my pride. I can keep my number. I mean,
I think that's. I hope Varane didn't do that, because that's a very disrespectful phone call to receive. You're just chilling on us. You're just chilling on the casual.
Yo, KG, I got a show. Can I have your soundboard?
Wait, what?
I need your soundboard. Like, you haven't used it in time. You're shit. You talk crap. Like, can I use it?
Yeah, but you're the best ever soundboard user ever. You go.
I want it. Though.
Give him the soundboard. He's amazing at using a soundboard. Oh, yes, I'd be honoured.
Jones is probably thinking how to get my number. Jones is probably thinking how you get my number.
Yeah.
Like,
he thought it was a prank call. He went, "That's not Raphael Varane."
Sorry, just
No
quickly,
way.
guys. Let me read out these super chats. Ronald Jacob says it might be last minute, but Varane unveil gave me chills. It did. Guys, just quickly before I carry on with that super chat, was that worth not getting the announcement and seeing him on the pitch do that?
Yeah.
Are we agreeing that?
Yeah.
DJ?
I agree.
Yeah?
I agree.
KG?
Yeah, I agree.
Who's that?
KG? Are you happy? Are you happy with that? Are we saying that it was better to, like, obviously they didn't want to wait? What? KG's gone. Put him in the sin bin while he sorts his life out. He's frozen. Jones still causing problems and not giving up number 4. Arsenal are in the mud, just saying they bought Ben White for 50 million and we got Varane for 35 million. Rahul says, maybe I'm too late. I just watched Ted Lasso today when I saw KG in it. I didn't know. I just felt happy. Yeah, KG's in both seasons, man. And the second season is underway as well. So make sure you guys check that out. I've actually caught up on Ted Lasso as well. So it is actually proper funny. If you haven't watched it, check that out on Apple TV. Yeah, it's probably because like when I haven't seen it and I just didn't know what it was really going to be like. It's proper funny
historically as well, aren't they?
You're just never sure of a football program. You're a bit like, but I actually really liked it. Ali Morgan says, just a reminder that we paid 73 million for Sancho. They paid 100 million for Grealish. We paid 30 something for Varane, and Arsenal paid 50 for Ben White. Big W. I don't think anyone's in disagreement. Made up a new word. Disagreement. About the prices that we've paid for the players that we're talking about. KG KG with the Tie-Fi. KG missed it. He was late. I don't know where KG's gone. He's just I don't know. But also, I was going to say press a bomb, but he's gone. But we're at 2K watching live as well, which is very, very sick, man. That's a record for a Sunday show. So the squad has been assembled, and I think we're onto something here, guys. It's been a great show. Everyone's really enjoyed it. Just really quickly, I will speak. You guys will be on different shows and stuff during the week and stuff. But while I've got you, I'll start with you, Owen. Southampton up next. Are you everyone's going to get a full week's rest, so there's no reason why they can't just go again. But what are you expecting to see in that game? Different type of game. But in terms of team selection, what are you expecting?
Well, that was what I was gonna flip it back to you, because now you have the discussion about Martial and Greenwood. That's a discussion as to who's going to be the striker, who's going to start in that game. For me, I mean, I'm not one of those people that likes to change a lot of things anyway. I think Greenwood yesterday, I mean, it wasn't just the goal, it was overall centre forward play as well. I mean, if you can count assists, 2 assists, because a couple of times he was the one that passed the ball to Pogba, who then passes it to Bruno or whoever. If it were me, I'd be starting with Greenwood again. I would you'd hope that Sancho starts, probably instead of Dan James. Varane, it depends how much training he does this week. Logic would say that he's going to have at least 5 days, probably.
Yeah,
and if that's if that's enough, I would say, I would hope that's enough for him to start. So realistically, I mean, I think we've got a great start to the season. We can't ask really in terms of fixtures, and I know things are never straightforward, but we can't ask for much a better, fixture window than that, to be honest with you. So I would be confident. I would probably want to see a couple of changes because I think we can put out a stronger side, and that's the encouraging thing. So I think the big one is just going to be who's starting up front, but for me, it'd be Greenwood.
DJ, what you saying?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a massacre. I think we'll take him out. I think I can see Ollie playing it quiet to begin with. I think he'll go with the McFred again. He'll just keep it the same. But I think when subs do come on, they'll be coming on earlier, giving guys a bit more of a run out, a bit more time to express themselves. So yeah, I think it's going to be a massacre. I couldn't even tell you the score. It could be anything.
It's a bit early. We're not in prediction territory. I just wanted to see kind of what you thought with the kind of what he was going to do rotation wise, and lack of rotation because, like I said, they're getting a whole week off. Ronald Jacob says, "Let me get this straight. Zlatan taking Martial's number is marked as okay and respected, but Varane taking Jones's number is something we discussing. That's mad." Says Ronald.
Yeah, no, we can't.
You can come in on that, actually.
Yeah, I think it was wrong. The club made a mistake to ever take Martial's number and give it to Zlatan. But Zlatan's so disrespectful that I'm sure that he called him as well and said,
I don't think he called him. I just think he just went into the changing room.
And he just took it. And he just started putting his number on it.
I think Zlatan would have walked into the changing room with a Sharpie and went up to the shirts on the hangers and went, you think this is yours, and probably scribbled it out in front of Tony. And Tony just had the normal look.
Yeah.
He's just done that. That's what I think happened.
Yeah. But then I do believe, though, that I don't think he deserves the number 4 shirt until this guy goes. As much as Phil Jones is, we can laugh at him, but he won the Premier League, innit? Do you know what I mean? He did that. I don't like the fact that he's still here, but he still did that. So it's one of those situations where you say to yourself, there's still got to be some level of respect because I'm
really surprised. I'm surprised at KG because what you're saying technically makes sense, right? But someone like you, I thought you would have been going, who are you, bro? You haven't played in about 4 years, you're keeping number 4. That's usually your energy, though.
No, but what I would have done, though, is I would have done stuff to take the piss, not in front of everyone. So I would have been you're trading.
That's just disrespectful.
No, but at least they don't see it. I'll try to force you out of the club. I'll be you're putting cones out today, and everyone's eating lunch. You know what I mean? Sick.
And that's not disrespectful.
It is, but at least the fans, it's not public disrespecting it. Only us.
Imagine you get snapped. Imagine you get snapped on Twitter. You see Phil Jones putting out the cones, and he goes, "Why? He didn't want to give up his number."
All jokes aside, I'm actually worried about him, to be fair. I'm actually worried about him as his mental health. Legit.
Because it's real.
It's real struggle.
He's aware. I mean, he's been at United over 10 years. I think they said, do you want a testimonial? He went, nobody will show up. Which, to be honest, is heartbreaking. Right. That's heartbreaking.
It's someone's child, isn't it? Jones is someone's child. And taking the shirt number is the final violation, in it. So in my head, he knows that. Yeah. The funny thing is, Varane knows he's getting that shirt soon.
It's like the Sancho thing with the 7. When Cavani leaves, Sancho's going to get it.
Yeah, exactly. And if Sancho was meant to wear the number 7 shirt, but they could never have had that conversation with Cavani. He would have went mad. So I like the fact players hold on to their shirts until the man goes, you can take it. Even Messi can turn up and Messi's not wearing the shirt that he's expected to wear. Messi's number 30? Come on.
Buttery says, "Stop it! How much money has he made? You make it sound like you're cutting off his balls." Look, Buttery, I do think this is one thing I will insist on because of us and me and everyone here. We're all for having a laugh, and the whole fan base. To be fair, when it does come to Phil Jones, like DJ said, all jokes aside, when it does come to Phil Jones, he is a meme, isn't he? He's like a caricature. And not so long ago, it wasn't that. He's our starting centre back who has won silverware here. And it just went really south really quickly to the point where he's on a big, long contract, does get injured all the time, and they do want to move him on. But for whatever reason, they haven't. And what Ollie's done is try to protect Phil Jones, really. Let's be honest, not throw him under the bus and say, yeah, I don't know when he's ever going to play next. I just want him gone, but he's on a big contract. He just says, he's trying to fight back to get fit. He's been training really well. Just protecting him until that contract runs down and he leaves. And I think that's important. But although, back to what Buttery said, why do you care? He's making loads of money. One thing I've definitely learned, all jokes aside though, by working in this space and coming across footballers more often and speaking to footballers on and off screen and stuff, they are normal people. And money, you can have as much money as you want. If you don't feel loved and your kind of career's gone down the pan, you don't know what that's like. Yes, he's picking up 70 grand a week, 100 grand a week, whatever it is. And we think his life's calm. I get it. But I've just seen a different side to players that we don't always remember when we have a laugh. And it's all right to have a laugh and make, and, you know, have a bit of a joke. But I do think you do need that side, what DJ brought in, which is, you know, don't just think because he's on X amount of money that, you know, it's okay. He's like, he's not going through it, which is true.
They're all going to roll out issues. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of you're lying.
No, you haven't gone on mute, actually.
Okay,
That's it. No, but one thing I want to play, the player that I want to see leading the line, definitely Greenwood. Cavani has to come on at some point. You know, he has, because I want Cavani to experience the Man United crowd. You know, just because that celebration's just gonna go off when he just does that, and then, you know, he's got that beer, and you know he's really passionate. I don't think there's any player more passionate than Cavani when it comes to when he scores and the reaction. And
when he had like half a crowd or something like that, he scored that goal against Fulham last season, wasn't it? When it's like halfway line, you know, that's just with what, 10% or whatever. Imagine 78,000.
Oh my God! Again, so that like there's so much I'm looking forward to. The Sancho's cameo performance was a bit like.
He didn't really get the ball.
No.
Yeah, it was.
He had one little nutmeg and then a little exchange of Martial, I think, where it looked all right. But other than that, he just had to kind of keep it real quick. Guys, listen, we've come to the end of the show. What a show! What a show! Over 2,000 people watching as well, which is incredible. I think there was almost a vote, but somebody just said it and we went with it, calling it the Sunday View. The only reason why I think I wanted to stay away from maybe a day is because when it has to move because there's a game, you know what I mean? It's not going to be called Sunday View, but I like it for now, so we'll run with it. Maybe we'll call it the squad or something. I don't know, but yeah, it's you know, on most Sundays you're going to get us guys together anyway, chopping it up, which is absolutely dope. KG, big up yourself for coming through. Big up for yesterday. Owen,
wait, hold on, though. I've got to tell people as well, like, because I'm doing you know me, I got to do my five things deep show. So that's gonna happen like right now. I'm just gonna say it up, and then listen, all the fans. Yeah, literally, all the fans. If you're not happy, because that's an interactive show, you call in and have your basically say what you want to say, like we've all spoken today. So yeah, people, you can catch me over there. It's gonna happen in a bit. Yeah, I'll see you soon, innit?
Points of view.
I
like that. I think we just changed the name again. I think we just
message Josh and say, "Hey, new name."
The View's already a show. That's the Premier League show that I've done with Rory, actually, which we need to do another one of, which is looking at all of the stuff that'll come again this week. DJ, big up for coming through as well, bro. Great stuff as usual. Owen, great stuff. Just to let you guys know, moving forward throughout the season, so you are more aware of what's going on. What are you saying, KG?
Free seats. Someone definitely from South Africa said we should call it Full View because we have a United family. And okay, I like that. But Full View, it makes sense. The Full View, the whole view.
There's a lot of names.
Four of you, yeah.
Oh!
I thought that's where you were going. Oh,
but I like it though.
I like it. There's a lot. Maybe in the comments below, if you're just watching the video, catching up, not live, drop your views in the comments below of what you think the show should be called. Views from the six, Darren Joseph said. Views from the top, because that's where we are in the league right now.
Someone just said, look how basic we are. Ayush says, listen, enter text here. And just View. Anytime we see View, we get excited.
100%. It's so stupid. I don't know why. Point of view. A V33 says Banter FC got lowballed. Jones is a living meme. Fraudiola got exposed. 100 mil flapjack in the muds. Man United slap Leeds. It's the best weekend. And yeah, so just before we finish off, just going forward, Every single game, we're going to have live match views with KG as well that are going to be taking place. And Owen is going to be coming straight through with the live match reaction straight after, closely followed by myself, who's obviously going to be at the games, speaking to you guys, the fans at the games. And throughout the week and stuff like that, you're going to be hearing from DJ as well, and DJs at some of the games as well. So yeah, building a nice little team here at United View. Thanks everyone for watching. You lot absolutely killed it. Thanks for all the comments today. Thanks for everyone for having their opinion, their view on stuff. And we will see you all again very, very soon. Peace. Oh, and head over to KG's channel in a moment. He's doing a live call in as well.
I'm so close as well. I'm 100 away from 11,000.
Oh my God. By the end of that call in show, KG needs to be on 11K. Yeah. So there's now just pretty much 1,900 people watching now. Leave here and go and subscribe to KG's channel. It's not difficult. 100 of you should be able to do that. KG should be on 11K, as you should see that go up to 11K right now.
This.
Do you know? Like that. Check out Owen. Owen, shout out your handles on Twitter.
At Mr. Owen MUFC.
There you go. Make sure you check him out there. I'll put the link. The links will be in the video in the descriptions below. And DJ, your handle's a bit long on.
It's long, man. I'm changing it. I'm a work in progress.
All right, so I'll wait for DJ to get his thing set up. And all right, cool. And then DJ will be good. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. We are out of here. Peace.